What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, four-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be the face of the sport of boxing, is the undisputed super middleweight world champion, top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez is 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. He has 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He's going into a massive fight this upcoming Saturday, September 30th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. He's going to face off against three-time junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is the undisputed junior middleweight world champion and widely considered to be top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Jermell Ironman Charlo. Jermell Ironman Charlo is 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'11" and a half with a 73.5-inch arm reach. Jermell Charlo is jumping up from 154 to 168 to challenge Canelo Alvarez this Saturday at T-Mobile Arena, September 30th. With that said, Jermell Charlo is a major focal point of Canelo Alvarez, but rectifying his last few fights, that being Canelo Alvarez is out to prove a point against Jermell Charlo, but Canelo Alvarez is trying to discredit his last 3 performances, and he's chalking it up to injuries, okay? He's now stating that he too, like former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Earl the True Spence Jr., who is, in my opinion, still top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. Earl Spence Jr. is 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'9" and a half with a 72-inch arm reach. Errol Spence suffered a major setback, the first loss of his career, in devastating fashion, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, where he took on now undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning undisputed welterweight world champion, who is widely considered and acknowledged as the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford is now 40 wins, no loss and no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. He'll be 36 September 28th. With that said, Terrence Crawford dominated a fight that many seem to be and deemed to be one of the most anticipated fights, in my opinion, in the last decade, and on paper was seen to be a 50-50 fight if there ever were one, right? And Terrence Crawford proved that it was anything but that, as he dropped Errol Spence in the 2nd round, twice in the 7th round, and stopped him in the 9th round. Nonetheless, in this situation, there's tons and tons of rhymes and reason as to why Errol Spence lost. Many people just can't accept the loss. And so one of the reasons is that Errol Spence suffered a left broken rib leading up into this fight. He suffered a left broken rib going into the fight. But he took the fight. And Errol Spence is not having any excuses. But that was a major focal point, that Errol Spence had a left broken rib going into the fight. And now Canelo Alvarez, after suffering the 2nd loss, official loss of his career, in dominating fashion once again. He got dominated by a legendary retired iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, Floyd Mayweather, losing every single round of Floyd Mayweather. And then more recently, he fought for the 2nd time at light heavyweight to become a 2-time light heavyweight world champion. He fought against undefeated WBA light heavyweight world champion Russian superstar boxer DMITRY Bivol. Okay? And this was his 2nd attempt, his 2nd go at becoming a world champion light heavyweight. He did so by beating Sergey Crusher Kovalev for the WBO title. And he thought he'd take another crack at it one more time. But his luck ran out when he faced DMITRY Bivol, as DMITRY Bivol dominated Canelo Alvarez, winning all but 3 rounds in the fight. Dominated him. And Canelo Alvarez, first he stated that he had a shoulder injury. He had a hand injury. Now Canelo Alvarez is saying he too suffered a left broken rib injury going into the fight with DMITRY Bivol, and it's a tough act to swallow, and that he's just simply a way better fighter than DMITRY Bivol. He didn't show he was a way better fighter. Okay? And if fighters have injuries going into fights, then they should not fight. Right now, Jermell Charlo has a left broken hand that he was dealing with that kept him out the ring for 16 months. Jermell Charlo is not using it as a crutch or an excuse. And now Canelo Alvarez, because he can't accept the defeat to DMITRY Bivol, is now also stating that he too had a left rib broken injury going into the fight. So why did you take the fight? And then people said that Canelo Alvarez was, well, he was simply daring to be great. He was daring to be great, and he came up short. Well, he couldn't be daring to be great when he already beat Sergey Kovalev for a world title at 175. If he lost his first attempt at 175, then that's daring to be great. But if you already accomplished such, it's not daring to be great. You came up short. And DMITRY Bivol is actually smaller than Sergey Kovalev. And DMITRY Bivol is actually the same size or smaller than some of the guys Canelo Alvarez has beaten at 168 for Undisputed, like Caleb Plant and Caleb Smith. So you can't dare to be great when you already accomplished something. You keep testing your luck and it runs out, period. And so now he's saying he's in the best shape of his life and he's going to take it out on Jermell Charlo this Saturday. And he's going to prove the world that he's just levels above these fighters. And he says that, you know, he was tired of all the chatter from Jermell Charlo and his identical twin brother Jermall Charlo calling him out since he was at 154. So he's ready to make a statement in this fight. But what if Canelo Alvarez doesn't make a statement in this fight? What if Canelo Alvarez indeed comes up short drastically in this fight? Then what? Because he told us he's healthy, 1,000% healthy. But he also said he was healthy going in the fight with John Ryder and was not that dominating performance. He dropped John Ryder, but it wasn't the performance we're accustomed to from him. And even in his trilogy fight with Gennady Golovkin, he didn't look spectacular in that fight. He won, but he didn't look spectacular. And so he's claiming that the injuries is the rhyme and reason for him not looking spectacular in those fights. So now, if he comes up short against a guy who's 2 weight classes below him in Jermell Charlo, what's going to be the rhyme and reason? What's going to be the crutch? See, here in this fight, Canelo Alvarez knows he has no excuses. See, he had the excuse and the safety net that he was daring to be great when he fought DMITRY Bivol. When he lost to Floyd Mayweather, although he beat Sergey Kovalev at the weight class, he still was daring to be great. They gave him a cushion. When he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he was given a cushion that he was just too green, although he had 40-plus fights, 5 title defenses, and a unification bout with the third best or the second best fighter in his division in Austin Trout. But when he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he was just too green. He wasn't ready. Now, that safety net has been removed with Jermell Charlo. Because you see, Jermell Charlo is jumping up 2 weight classes. And Canelo Alvarez, he's trying to convince the world that, well, Jermell Charlo is not a small guy. He's actually a big guy. Well, he is. He's 5'11.5", 73.5-inch arm reach. He's bigger than Canelo Alvarez, longer arms, quicker athlete. The safety net has been removed. So there can't be no doubt that Canelo Alvarez needs to have a dominant performance on Saturday night. Period. Because your injuries are all healed up. No broken ribs, no broken hand, no shoulder injuries. 1,000% healthy going into this fight. And he's going to have to show it. He's going to have to show it. So now he's saying he had a broken rib. Errol Spence has not made any of these claims. But the point of the matter is, if fighters are not 100%, don't go in the fight. And if you lose, don't mention it. Period. So let's see how this plays out and unfolds on Saturday. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.